Welcome back to Crash 2. We're on the final part. It's a little bit shorter. That's because we got rid of quite literally, I think we do one back door in this part, and that's it. Or we're done with back doors. I'm actually, honestly, I don't know. But, yeah, Cortex is getting mad. Because
Dude, you know how your mic randomly likes to cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did that mid-countdown. And it came back right as you said one.
Were you able to press play?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay.
Also, I'm still sick. So if you hear me shut off my mic, that's why. That is all.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're in the Cortex levels. There's a lot less stage variety in this warp room. They just kind of loaded up all of the like machinery kind of Cortex levels into this one place.
I feel like I'm just looking at Scrap Brain Zone right now.
It's Scrap Brain Zone, but less fun because you're not Sonic.
I suppose.
I don't know. I like these levels, but we are kind of like over the hill in terms of the game's challenge at this point. So everything, it's kind of all downhill from here. The hardest thing we have left is the multicolored gem path, which is in one of these levels. Because, you know, there's always one of those in the Crash games whenever you collect all the colored gems.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
there's like
this is a level.
there's just a lot of these sections where you're like not even really doing platforming. You're just kind of like attacking enemies and sliding under stuff. They do this a lot with this level theme for some reason.
I feel like I've asked this before, and I'm probably going to ask it more in the future. But nitro boxes do not count for your box total, right?
They do, but if there are nitro boxes, there will be a green exclamation point crate somewhere in the level, and if you break that, it'll automatically break all the nitro crates.
Okay,
So.
I'll probably ask this again in Crash 3.
Yeah. Okay, so we just passed that death path. Once you go on it, there's no way to get back to the main path. And there are boxes on this path and the death path. So what you need to do is you need to go through the main path, get everything, go back to the death path, and then finish the level that way.
Can you say tedious?
It's not that bad, honestly. It's just one of those things where you're not
How'd you
gonna
lose all
know.
your lives?
Huh?
How'd you lose all your lives?
Because I died on this level a lot. No, that's not my life counter. That is how many lives I've collected in the bonus room. All that stuff's gonna get added to my main tally at the end of the bonus room. That's what it's been doing this whole time.
Gotcha.
But yeah, you'll notice I only have 14 out of 24. That's because there's a bunch of nitro crates in this bonus room. But you don't need to break them while you're in the bonus room. It will tally up all the nitro crates in the level once you hit the green exclamation point wherever it happens to be in the level. So that would be horrible if they made you like come back into bonus rooms for nitro crates.
No,
like,
what would be horrible is if you if they put the switch in early, but hitting it would break another secret. So you'd have to go on, do something with a nitro crate, and then go back and then explode the rest.
Yeah. I should not have grabbed that checkpoint. I could have used that on my way back.
Don't you love a post-recording regret?
Oh, yeah. It's great. I have those all the time these days. I swear.
All Sonic superstars.
Yeah, I regret that game existing. But yeah, see, I still have 90 plus lives.
Those are some new enemies.
They push you, and if they attack you, they will take a step forward, and then if they keep hitting you, they will keep pushing forward.
Dude, imagine if they acted like imagine if they acted like the walls from Sonic Unleashed. So instead of pushing you forward, they would parry you to the side and knock you off the stage that way.
I mean, Crash has stuff like that, even in the first game.
And just kind of pop you into the screen for a screen crack. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Because, like, you gotta realize all of these 2D sections are still 3D. So they can definitely do that. I think starting in this game, they start having invisible walls during these 2D sections. Oh, yeah, you need to keep this fricker alive. Oh, no, you don't. You can do the slide spin jump. Never mind. A lot of people thought that you needed to keep him alive to get back, because if you don't know about the slide spin jump, then you won't be able to make that jump back. But we made it back to the death path. This is not going to be a cold hard Crash situation where I have to like fast forward through the death path and all my attempts through it. I did this level surprisingly very smoothly.
That was fucked up.
Yeah. Well, he shouldn't have been trying to kill me.
You don't know why he was. You don't know why he was trying to kill you.
I know why he's trying to kill me. He's working for Cortex.
Cortex has a gun on his wife and kids, and you just made them widow and orphan. How do you feel?
That sucks for him. All I care about is Wumpa Fruit and breaking boxes. Yeah, see, there's the Nitro box. 69, nice.
Beat me to it, you bastard.
Yay. But yeah, it's a pretty straightforward warp room. We got a couple levels like that. We got a couple of jetpack space levels.
Are we still helping Cortex as of now, or has he betrayed us?
Well, he's still telling us, no, Crash, stop killing my men. I need the crystals. Bring the last 5 to me. And, so I mean, theoretically, we've never really been working for Cortex. Crash is just collecting everything because that's just what he was created to do. Literally, in Crash 4, we get, like, these flashback tapes, that unlock, like, levels from pre-Crash 1 of, like, Cortex doing experiments on Crash and stuff. And, because originally, if you remember, he was trying to turn Crash into his, like, general for his, like, army or whatever. So, you know, he was kind of training Crash, and there was, like, all he seems to respond to are the Wumpa Fruits. So he just has a bunch of obstacle courses with crates full of the Wumpa Fruits to make Crash do things. It's great.
Dude, I'm watching this, and this could either be the worst segment in the game or passable at best. How would you rate this section?
They're not really fun.
Cool.
They can be fun if you're just holding the go forward button and you're just plowing through. Because then it's essentially just like kind of a Star Fox experience at that point. But if you're trying to get all the boxes, this is the most awkward control scheme to do that. You press like A to go forward, B to go backward, and then the stick just moves you up, down, left, right. So it's a little gross.
I mean, this looks better than the zero gravity sections of Dead Space. So that's gotta be something.
I have never ever seen... I have really not seen much of Dead Space.
You'll play it on stream one day. I'll make sure of that.
Oh boy. Yeah, if I play it on stream, then it won't be as scary. Hooray.
I'm with you there, buddy. I gotta play Resident Evil 7 for the channel. And that looks terrifying.
It does, but I've seen like so many full playthroughs of that game that it probably won't be that scary for me.
There are jump scares that's gonna get me. I don't handle those well.
Yeah, well, at least you don't have to play Resident Evil 4 Remake in VR.
Oh, that's your choice.
I know. It was. Streaming that's gonna be a nightmare, but I'm gonna try. No, that's
It's okay,
one of
yo,
two
rock it.
space levels. Yeah, and I'll piston it away.
Be a night fight.
No,
I'm so sorry to anybody not looking at. Oh, I'm sorry for anyone not looking at the screen. And I'm really sorry for anyone who was looking at the screen.
This is like always one of the best parts of a Crash game is seeing the just completely unhinged names that they give levels. This was during the time when you could get like an E rating and have puns like that in your game. I miss that era. Yeah, we were talking about soundtracks at one point in this playthrough, I think. I think Crash 2 probably has my favorite of the trilogy's music.
I'm sure you'll say differently when we get to Crash 3 and you replay it.
Well, I mean, Crash 3 does have some pretty good tunes in it, but I don't know. I always end up humming the like main like Turtle Woods melody from this game, the do 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 do, that kind of thing. That's a very catchy song. And then the Warp Room theme in this, I love. Time to go back.
Oh, no. We're walking back. Never mind.
Well, sometimes it's beneficial to walk back. Sometimes suicide is a better option. Because there were no crates on that path. I just got the gem and I could leave. So it makes it more convenient. But if you get boxes on a path, suicide is definitely not the answer. Because if you die before getting a checkpoint, you lose all those boxes. Oh, shit.
I see the light flash before your eyes there.
Yeah. I think Crash is just because of how simple the moveset is. It's one of those games where it's very easy to judge whether or not you'll make a jump. Well, maybe not in the original Crash 1, because I know you were saying that is like absurdly heavy. I have not really fully played through the original Crash 1. I definitely should, though, considering how big of a fan I am of Crash.
Fake fan.
Yeah. I still haven't played all the Prime games. I'm a fake Metroid fan, too, and I haven't played the 8-bit games, either.
You're not missing
What kind of a commentary channel are we? We haven't played all the classics. Boom, boom, boom,
well,
boom,
I guess go record Zelda 1, I'll go record Castlevania 1, and we'll start from there.
I mean, I was going to do Zelda 1, actually, at some point. Because I actually do like that game.
And then we can keep holding off on Metroid 2. And when people keep asking about it, and we get pissed off enough, I will grab my Game Boy, I will grab a camera, and I will record off of that.
At this rate, we're just never going to get to the rest of the Metroid series. That's tragic. Though, to be fair, if we're really thinking about it, for all of our other series, other than Sonic, it's taken us like over a year to get to the sequels. So, I don't know if it's been a year since Metroid 1 yet.
Listen. Metroid 2 doesn't exist. We got Metroid and we got Super Metroid. That's it.
Yeah, those are the only two games.
So we just gotta get to Super Metroid.
I mean, I'll gladly record Super Metroid, but kind of seemed like you wanted us to have the chronology there.
See, I said that before I played Metroid 2.
Yeah, I also played some Metroid 2, and I don't want to record it either. So maybe we should just go to Super
Metroid 1.
Because let's be honest here. You and I, like, we became friends in college because of our mutual interest in Sonic and Metroid primarily. So, you know, maybe we should just play those games. Nothing else from now on.
Cool. I'm shutting off the... I guess I'll shut off the video recording now. We don't have to finish this.
Oh, no, we're almost done with this. We may as well finish it.
No.
He's... Listen. The code name for Crash Bandicoot when it was in development was Sonic's ass game, so it's close enough.
Fair enough. And Halo was originally a Sonic clone.
True. It's also just blatantly ripping off Metroid's character design.
Exactly. Is that Metroid in that suit? I think it is. What killed you?
The big red heat pipe thing. I, like, grazed it. It didn't even look like I was going to touch it, but yeah, the hitboxes in this are very awkward. And then you have these awkward lightning enemies, and yeah, I'm having a rough time on this level. Yeah, I do not like these levels. The ending of this game is kind of weak, if I have to be honest.
Yeah. This is not a good 100% guide to follow.
I mean, it kind of is. You just don't die when I die, and you'll be fine. Just pause it until I catch back up with where you are. If you don't die, and there we go, easy peasy.
Dude, those are like those videos that show you where to go in a specific area, but they still start from the beginning of the map.
Oh.
And then spend like 3 minutes getting there.
Yeah.
So you have to go through the comments and just look for that comment that says here.
Hey, that's why Elden Ring is actually great, because usually tutorials in that game for when you're looking for a specific item or whatever, they'll just like open the map at the very start of the video and like put a marker right where you need to go, and then there you go. That's all you need. Finally, it's over. Hooray. Alright.
Like
I hope we won't be seeing
there
any
was an
more.
infamous data log to find where in one of the levels all you had to do was turn around at the start. And that's what one of the videos was. It was 5 seconds. It just loaded into the level, they turned around, and then it just ends. Whoa. That was new.
Oh yeah, the pause menu. I was gonna try and cut that out, but it's like so awkward to cut out, so I didn't even bother.
No, the worst ones are the ones where you can cut it out frame perfect, but they have an audio cue.
Oh,
so yeah, you're just gonna hear it, and it's like, God damn it, you were so close.
That is quite literally my struggles with the Half-Life series. Because everything is just like instant frame pausing and everything, even when you like load up a save, or like reload a save or whatever. But there's a little sound effect when you pause the game and unpause it. So, rip.
Yeah. Fuck you, Valve. What have you ever done for me?
This is the colored path. This jump can eat a big ol' wiener. That's the single hardest like jump in the game.
Dude, that looks like a Klonoa style jump.
Well, it's like,
I don't know how many later levels of Klonoa you've played.
I have not played. I've only played like the first 2 levels of Klonoa.
We'll get to the end of the first game and you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. Well, that jump in particular, you'd think it'd just be like, oh, just wait for the exact timing. But no, the timing of the robot opening and closing its little tentacles and the timing of the piston moving up and down can get out of sync. And then you have to wait for it to get back into sync. F this.
See, that's one of the nice things about Sonic games, where everything is set up and pathed, so every time you enter the screen, robots and badniks and stuff will be at the same place every time for reaction.
Yeah.
Instead of a different randoms place, because they can move off screen.
No, that's the thing. I don't know if in the original Crash 2 they actually properly timed the piston to the enemy movements, and that's just an Insane Trilogy like issue. But
It seems like a big one to not notice.
Yeah.
Oh, but hey, we were talking about Q&A earlier, and it doesn't exist. So, what do you know?
Yeah. Suicide.
It feels so good.
Oh god. I forgot that the gem path was like basically right at the start of the level.
I feel like we've seen this before.
Little bit. And now we haven't seen this part. Hooray. Yeah, that's one thing I have not done in Crash 4 is the gem path. Like, I started it, but it's like insanely difficult. There's no way I'm ever gonna be able to beat it.
Fake fan.
I don't know. I'm a fake fan until I complete that game. Oh god damn it, that was bullshit.
I've never seen them jump up like that before. That's
the
funny.
nitro crates randomly bounce upwards. They do it all the time, but sometimes the bounce is really high.
That's just sadistic, man.
It is. I don't know how I'd survive that, but I'm gonna take it. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm dying a lot in this, but this is nowhere near as hard as the previous warp room. The previous warp room is some of just the hardest stuff Crash Bandicoot has to offer. Ay, ay, ay.
And you want me to play this game? Why?
So you can play a fun game.
But I could play Sonic and the Secret Rings. Look at that! It all comes full circle.
Yeah, but this game's not on rails. It's totally different.
So that just makes it objectively worse.
Yeah, every game should be on rails. You're right.
Exactly. Look at Galgun.
No, I won't.
Objectively, the greatest shooter ever made. And it's on rails.
You know, I think, now that I'm really thinking about it, I think you will probably like Crash 3 the best. Because it just has the most variety, I think. And like, there is gameplay variety, some that you necessarily might not want there. But in terms of environment variety and everything like that, it's leagues above this game and Crash 1, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
But I still just prefer this game from a gameplay perspective because it's just more about the straight platforming. And Crash 3 has a whole bunch of like vehicle levels and more animal riding levels. It's like more of a 50-50 split between platforming and other stuff versus this, where it's like 75 to 80% platforming.
I don't think I'd mind that too much if I wasn't going for completion.
Oh yeah, if you're not going for completion, then I think Crash 3 is probably the best game in the trilogy for just having fun in a platformer.
Yes, my plan is nearly complete.
I was waiting for it.
And I have you, Crash.
I fucking love Cortex.
Was there a point to telling Crash this?
What's happening? What's that? Is she stealing
Because he got all the crystals.
Cortex isn't gonna use the crystals
And
to contain the planet's energy. He's gonna
it's weird because when you go into the final boss, they imply that Crash did give him all the crystals. But we never see it happen.
turning everyone into Cortex.
Cortex just has one of the crystals and he's trying to escape in the final boss.
Yeah.
Engine, you fool! She's telling him everything. Ah, yes.
Shit, this kind of reminded me of something, but I forgot what it reminded me of. Because I was listening to this.
Crash, bring me crystals.
Yeah.
And now I feel dumb, so... Continue on.
Oh, well. Well, we're at the final boss. We're at the last part of the game, everybody. It's sad, but we are. I'm just wondering why Cortex is way over here. And why he's not already on his ship. I guess he came and took the crystals from Crash. But I don't know. It's weird. The game doesn't explain shit. And that's okay. The freaking hitting the meteors sounds like a freaking, like, you got hit with a basketball.
I know that exact sound and feel.
Yeah. Also, remix of Cortex's theme. Still probably one of the best Crash songs. It's one of the only ones everyone, like, remembers. But yeah, we just got the speed shoes. We're not going to be seeing that in this playthrough. But the speed shoes are actually from Crash 3. They're a power-up you get in that game for the time trials, and they just added it to Crash 2 because they added time trials for Crash 2 and 1 in the Insane trilogy. But Crash 1 doesn't get the speed shoes because that game is really, like, heavily designed around the very slow movement that game has.
Uh-oh.
So.
Sequel baiting.
Oh boy, except not. That was the bad ending. Now it's time to get the good ending because I already got everything. Yeah, this is one of those games where you have to see the bad ending before you can actually access the good ending.
Yeah, Gunvolt does that too.
Yeah. It's weird because in Crash 1, you can entirely skip the final boss by getting the good ending in that game.
Yeah.
So, it's surprising they didn't do the same for Crash 2.
Dude,
It's probably just an oversight.
really dark in the Gunvolt games, because in all three of the games, when you get bad endings, like, people die. Lots of people die.
Yeah.
Then you can't even tell if it's the good ending of the first game, because, like, the little kid still dies. But you just get to live.
Yeah.
You should play the Gunvolt games, they're so good. I've been binging through the third one, it's great.
Yeah.
Get Space Colony Arced, bitch.
I wonder what else that laser hit.
Don't worry about it.
That laser went, like, off into fucking space.
Don't worry
Infinitely.
about it. But the moon got Space Colony Arced as well.
No. And yeah, sudden ending because we will be getting to Crash 3 Insane at some point. And
Yeah, this
that'll be
game is
when we
kind of
get the
anticlimactic. It just ends. Even the final boss just kind of
Yeah,
loses.
it is. It is a very anticlimactic game. I think that was kind of like the point a little bit because Cortex was just like he's out of options and he's just trying to escape with the crystals. But I don't know. I feel like they could have done more at the ending of this game. But I mean, the bosses in Crash have never been a strong suit. There's a couple of good ones in Crash 3. And Crash 4 has amazing bosses. But it's going to be a while till we get to Crash 4, so. I don't know.
Right.
Well, thank you all for joining us for another Crash Bandicoot commentary. I promise it won't take a year and a half to get to Crash 3.
You're right. It'll take 3 years. Double the
It
time.
doubles every
bitch.
time. It's exponential.
Exactly.
Oh man, that means it'll take 6 years after Crash 3 to get to Crash 4.
Yep. And by then you'll have 100% of it.
Oh god. Alright, well. We'll be back to Spider-Man next time, so
Oh god.
be ready for that, I guess. But then we'll be on to some new stuff. So it's almost time for some good stuff. Just gotta, like, I guess, get Spider-Man over with at this point.
1 more month if you're watching this as it comes out. If you know, you know.